Hi, I'm Ernie Conover, and I can turn just about anything if I can get it chucked in my lathe. And something that's a great help to anyone in holding things in the lathe is a 4-jaw scroll chuck. I'm going to highlight the use of this useful lathe accessory this month in the turning of a bowl. Once your chuck is mounted in the lathe, open it until where the jaws form a perfect circle like this, and then set a set of dividers to the radius of that circle. Now mount the screw that comes with your chuck in the jaws. And with most chucks, you're going to put this flange behind the top jaws and close the bottom jaws on these flats that you find around here. With a one-way, there's actually a little extension on the top jaw that engages a slot in the screw, which is what I'm doing right now. Make sure you're on the flats like that, snug it up, you're set to go. And we're now just going to drill a shallow little hole right in the center. Please screw that blank right onto that heavy screw, and we'll bring it right up snug against the jaws. Our screw chuck allowed us to turn this bowl in an orientation where we can get to the outside of it easily and make a very pleasing shape. If we turned it off a faceplate the other way around, it would be difficult to get around here and turn this part of the bowl. Our next task is to lay out a perfect circle here and you want to make sure you have enough area around that circle that you're going to have some strength for that chuck to expand. I'm going to first take some of the wood out of there with a bowl gouge. We're now going to take this very simple scraper, which is ground to a 90-degree angle, and we're just going to put it right in there like that. We just scrape right across there like that. And we're leaving a flat bottom with square sides for a one-way chuck. Because the jaws of other brands of chucks have a dovetail shape to them, so we want this opening to be dovetail shaped like that. And all we have to do is grind the scraper to the same angle as our chuck jaws. It's also important that we don't have any fuzz down in this corner, because concentricity is controlled by the chuck jaws bottoming out on this level surface down in here and then expanding into this cavity so it centers the bowl. Now we simply put our bowl over those jaws and now expand those jaws until they make nice contact, and there we have an almost complete bowl. What we really have to do now is remove all traces of this chucking to make it look like a teacup under here. I screw a disc of wood onto the screw chuck, and I want that to be a little bigger than the bowl. And on a new one, I will scrape some lines in it so I can judge where to scrape this pocket to. And this pocket is tapered inward, and we'll make it fit our bowl perfectly and just jam the bowl in there while we turn the bottom. Using the same scraper as we used in the last operation in a tool called an armrest, which means I don't have to move this main rest all the time, I'm just going to scrape an opening that is tapered inward, that is just the size of that bowl, like so. And I'll just put it down and give it a few. And there we are, running on center. We can come around and turn a nice base on our bowl. There, we've made it look a bit like a teacup down here. There's no sign that we've ever held this in any way, and it's a workmanship-like job. Get it out of the chuck, all you gotta do is wrap it a couple times on the edge, and it'll fall right back out. There we are. 4-jaw scroll chucks, great tool. it.